Hello there, my name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel, and it's a pleasure to be talking to you again today on the Profit Show. It's been quite some time. I've quite been busy and having some programs here and there in educating people on how they can actually take advantage of the digital finance space. And so I wanted to just bring to you some development. As you are aware, if you've been following this space, you understand that a lot has been happening in the cryptocurrency space or digital finance space. And my encouragement every time to people is, listen, do not think that it is something that you don't need to pay attention to. Remember that 21 years ago, many people thought that the internet was just a passing fad. But today we know that it's not the same. This show, of course, is not just about a particular sector. But right now, what we're pinning on the digital finance space because it's raving, it's exploding. It's actually the profit show. So focus is on profit. I don't care what you're doing, but the question is, are you genuinely making profit? Okay. Today, I want to share with you a couple of results, and that is coming from the fact that personally, I'm a firm believer in the fact that you should refrain from the things that many of us have done in the past, and some people are still doing today, which is about giving your money to other people to do business for you and then give you some return on investment. It could be 1%, 0.5%, but in the process, you bear 100% of the risk. So I'm thinking, okay, so why don't you, if you can have access to 100% of if you can have access to 100% of the profit, why are you settling down for 1 or 2 or 3 or even 20%? Okay, so I'm a strong believer in, look, you know what, go where you are taught what to do and you do it yourself. And one of the organizations that does that, one of the organizations that actually, one organization that's really focused on teaching people how to do it themselves is To Know It. Now, what To Know It does is To Know It actually tells you or teaches you, coaches you, the analysts and the coaches and the mentors there teach you and coach you on what to buy, how to buy it, and how to behave in the digital finance space so that you can benefit yourself. So real quick, I want to share some examples. There's one that caught my attention, and a couple of them that caught my attention. So in the subsequent shows, I will be bringing them out to share with you what has happened. Okay, there's one that caught my attention. It's called Yale Finance. I remember that Yale Finance is spelled Y-E-L and then finance. You could actually check it out. I remember that somewhere around August 31 or so or thereabout, Yale Finance was called by the Moon Acade team To Know It. And so what has happened today? People have really done a whole lot. I mean, it's a huge stuff. So I just show you a couple of things that you might want to pay attention to when this community speaks. Just hang on, please. All right, so I actually gleaned this out from the Telegram group. Okay, when the alert came, okay, you can see it there. Who bought Yale Finance when we called it? Congrats. Okay, it's done 425% in the last 30 days. We're keeping our eyes on .Oracle and more on the GameFi. All right, so get ready for November. This came out and boom, before we knew it, okay, someone responded, thank you, Moon Acade, profit to the moon, but I will still hold. Okay, so some people are still not ready to sell, but I'm a big fan of take profits. So here is the thing: if I invest $1,000, if I invest $100, and my asset goes boom from $100 to $500, for me, wisdom is I take at least my $100 out. I know that the $400 there is simply my profit. Okay, so the question is, why do I want to stick to a community or a business or an organization that promises 1%? Remember that if that organization had taken my money and invested in Yale Finance and had made, say, made like 425% in 30 days, they would have probably given me 30%. So why am I doing that? I'd rather go where I have total control. So back to my strategy, what I do is I'll take my $100 out. I'll probably take 150. Well, I'm not a financial advisor, so you don't have to. I'm not advising, I'm telling you what I do. I probably will take $150 out or maybe $200 out. And I know that I have another $200 or $300 completely my profit running. So my risk is zero. I can afford to leave it for 1 year, for 2 years, as far as I believe in the project. Okay. So, but this person says he is still holding well. That's good for him. Okay. And another person, Mirax, that's Louis said, I'm still holding. Mirax and said, thank you, Moon Acade. This is a good news. All right. Are we advised to keep holding or we should take profit now? Remember that the community is where you ask questions, where you can actually be coached, be mentored. All right. That's within the To Know It community. You have the Moon Acade, you have Moon Acade, you have a sub community, so to speak, called Moon Acade, where you have the analysts, coaches there that, you know, help those who subscribe to that product. Then Delight Johnson says, thank you, Moon Acade. Okay, so these are testimonies from real people telling you, and this actually, if you take a look at the top there, you'll find out that it's actually, this conversation actually happened on the 30th of October. All right, that's like, yes, on the 30th of October, that's like yesterday. All right, so I thought I should just bring this before you, but hang on, I want to show you something else that probably would be of interest to you. I wanted to share this with you. If you take a look at this, let's say if you go to CoinMarketCap, all right, and you had gone to Yale Finance, all right, you had gone to Yale Finance. If you take a look at this, all right, at the time, you know, if you go to historical data, most of the this Yale Finance was called in the Moon Acade community, all right, somewhere around August 31 or so, you know. So at that point in time, let's say it was about 0.012 or maybe it closed at about 0.013, okay. And then if you go up to, let's see if you bought that 0.012 when it was first called in the community. And as at yesterday, 30th of October, it's got up to about, 0. This is 0.012, let's see, 0.01263, all right. It's about 0.0129, all right. Here it closed at about 0.09, okay. And you know, it's a market, all right, so it will swing, it will go up, it will come down and all of that. But I think, let me show you a better view, as I try as much as possible not to do the numbers thing. For many people, it's kind of, it can be confusing, but let's look at some graphical stuff. So let's say somewhere around this is C about 0.0132 or so. So let's say if it was somewhere around, at this point, it was still at the bottom, you see, it's still at the bottom. And then this is like 3 months, but let's look at a 1 month graph. You'll understand that it was slipping for a while. See, this space is a space of patience where you come in and you have to be patient. You have to be willing to go all the way, all right, for profit's sake. So 1 month down the line, let's say 1 month, let's look at 1 month market overview. It slept for a while and boom, it shot. I'll tell you what, many people sold some, you know, in order to take some profit, which is all good, okay? This is real, but the reason I took you to CoinMarketCap personally is that I'm not a very techie person in this space. And I think that most of the things that I do is to encourage those who are not really techie, but just simple, okay, how does this make sense to me as a businessman, as a retail business person and investor who is also working hard to recover things that I have, monies that I've lost online, and also working very hard to ensure that I help other people not to make mistakes that I've done in the past. So I try to look at the very simple stuff. So you take a look at a graph, you take a look at this pictorial display here. It simply shows how far this has gone to like this point. And yes, it went down its market, it went up again. All right, so people sold somewhere around these points. I'd like to show you what a lady was so excited. I mean, I was in a meeting yesterday. A lady was so excited. There were 3 persons, but I think I have a capture of one. I'm going to share with you shortly, okay? What she said about Yale Finance and how the To Know It community, especially the Moon Acade team, has actually helped her to make some great decisions. Just hang on and watch. All right, so here's it. I just want to share this with you real quick. All right, let me play it now. What this woman is so excited at what really happened a couple of days in our home.
Hello, good evening. Good evening. I'm so excited this evening.
Just a moment. Give me a moment. Let me see if this is really plugged in a way that you can really hear. Okay. All right, I see it's all good. So let me go back and let's see. Let's hear
Good
from her.
evening. Good evening. I'm so excited this evening. I'm so excited. My name is Rofina Nkwacha Mrs. Yes, in 2021, August 27th, I joined the community of profit taker called To Know It. Yes, in To Know It, we were told to buy a desk lab. I key in and I bought $250 worth of it. And shortly after, another coin was called Yale Finance. That was in September 3rd. I bought another one, $250 worth of it. Then 8 days later, that first one I bought, desk lab, I saw $812. That $812, I was so excited. I said, what should I do? They should advise me on what to do. They said, madam, take out your capital and a little profit, which I did. I harvested, that is $300, and I invested it into another coin because I have not much to put in. I took that one and said, okay, you go and work for me there, and the remaining one I like to go to the moon because it was facing the direction of the moon. I said, okay, you go to the moon and stay there and build more coins for me. So that year finance I got all along, I've not been seeing it in my dashboard. I said, what is happening? They say, madam, don't worry, not knowing that God does not want me to harvest small because any small one I say, if I see 50%, I say, this one 50%, I'll remove it, 100%, I'll remove it. This one today, my daughter called me, mommy, did you do desk lab? That is year finance. I say, yes. What is happening? That year finance, I don't know what is happening there. Say, mommy, I'm seeing 800%. 800%. When I check it, 800%. When you check it, we converted it to 800, and the value, something about 0.1 cent was reaching 0.8 cent. This evening now is almost is a 10 is 0.10 cents now. So when I check it, they calculate it with my units, I'm seeing 1,800 and something dollars. My people, Marius, thank you.
All right. So basically, that's it. I really wanted to say that I really wanted you to see what's really happened in the space and what's really possible. Okay, this is basically testimonies from real people, what's happening. So I'd like to say that if you need to really consider your options, right? I think the Moon Acade community is doing a great job. There are quite a number of assets that are being called every single day. I'm going to talk about a few others as we go on that have actually helped, put smiles on the faces of people. And I hope that you take advantage of these opportunities as they come. And listen, if this video was sent to you by someone, you probably want to ask if they have access to the To Know It community or to the Moon Acade community, which is in the To Know It community, and see how you can be in that space where you get information and buy at the floor. The times have changed. We're no longer buying the dip. We're no longer focused on buying the dip. We're focused on buying the floor as we go right up to the moon. You heard the testimonial. She said she left the rest of her monies because she's going to the moon. Thank you very much. My name is Stallone-Obaraemi Samuel. I hope you've enjoyed the show and this part of the testimonials. I thought I should share this with you. Sometimes many of us are looking for, has it happened before? Can we identify with some people? All right, so here you have it. Thank you very much and bye for now.